What's up, everybody? It's the Juice. Today I'm going to be bringing you some information on a project I've been looking at called Akroma. Akroma is an Ethereum clone, so it has all the things you may be familiar with from Ethereum, like smart contracts or the ability to build decentralized applications on their platform, with the addition of masternodes and oracles. Oracles are on-chain smart contracts that hold data in a way that is accessible to other smart contracts. This is made possible on Akroma by adding a layer of masternodes. Development started on this project in November of 2017, so it's still a relatively new platform, but if you look at their GitHub, you can see there's regular commits and a whole lot of work going on. They've adopted some features from Ethereum that you may be familiar with, including their Chrome extension wallet that's very similar to MetaMask and the web wallet that is very similar to my Ether wallet. The Akroma Android wallet is available. I suggest you download it and check it out. It's a really cool app. The desktop wallet is still in closed alpha. It's a little rough around the edges, but the development team did send us some footage so you can see their progress so far. Akroma definitely gets extra style points. There's a clear desire to keep a contiguous theme throughout the ecosystem. All the components I've used are functional and aesthetically pleasing. The user experience from one aspect to the next flow together really well. It gives you this feeling of a nice, clean, original project. It's pretty rare in today's market, especially in these low-cap coins that just seem to take the same software and do minor tweaks to them, and it just gives them all these sort of cookie-cutter feeling. Akroma's ecosystem is anything but cookie-cutter. It's really refreshing and a break from most of these other coins. Their US-based development team is not anonymous, which is a rarity amongst low caps. Their pictures and bios are available on their website. Akroma runs on Dagger Hashimoto, or Ethash for short. AMD GPUs are primarily used for this algorithm due to their availability and relative efficiency. Before I started mining Akroma, I was primarily mining Ethereum using a popular Linux-based operating system called Ethos. You can easily mine Akroma with Ethos. You just put in your Akroma address and pool. Switching from mining Ethereum to Akroma was nice and simple for me. I get all the benefits and familiarity of Ethos along with the fact that I'm mining a coin that I'm a lot more excited about. There is an ASIC being developed for Ethash. This first generation of ASICs will have about 180 megahash, which isn't too insane given the price point, so I'm not sure that it's going to break this algorithm wide open, but it is certainly something to take into consideration. Akroma is still a relatively new coin, and with that, there's not always a lot of liquidity available on exchanges. Sometimes it's more cost effective to rent hash power from sites like NiceHash rather than buy from an exchange. Akroma masternodes are the simplest masternodes I've ever set up. The guide is available on the website, so I won't go into that process too much in detail. I may make a video at a later date. It would only take 3 minutes or so, because generally I can get one set up in less than 5 minutes. Akroma masternodes are still under development. They're functioning with the aid of a centralized server. They hope to decentralize that at some point, but it isn't a top priority. Their focus is on developing the platform for enterprise use. But the nodes still pay out the regularly promised rewards and are functionally the same to the end user as a decentralized node would be. There are some benefits from it being on a centralized server. They can leverage this information to keep stats on your masternode in a handy dashboard, and if you're running more than one masternode, this can become extremely beneficial. With your account and dashboard, you can also have alerts emailed to you when certain criteria change, so you know when they go down, or you can have it email you when you get a reward. Currently, it takes about a year to ROI your collateral deposit, which is 5,000 Akroma. The focus isn't necessarily on the ROI from the masternodes for me at this point. I'm in accumulation mode with this coin, and the ability to have my mining rewards compound through masternodes is simply a fringe benefit. Akroma is currently trading on Stocks.exchange and GraviX. I've never used GraviX, but I do rely heavily on Stocks.exchange for what I'm accumulating. Stocks is a little rough around the edges, but I have had no big issues so far. It's still a relatively low volume coin, so trading is a bit of a game of cat and mouse. It wouldn't be a fair review if we didn't take some time to talk about the downsides, and Akroma does have some. It's not entirely unique. There's a lot of other projects attempting to do very similar things. Pearl, for example, is a close cousin. Pearl is listed on more exchanges and has a bigger community. It's also a very solid project. However, I do feel like Akroma's masternode collateral requirement of 5,000 aka to Pearl's collateral requirement of 20,000 Pearl could attract a higher volume of people interested in masternodes. Trading volume is very low. Accumulating or selling large quantities can be difficult. The exchanges it's on aren't very popular, and this isn't easily remedied. Exchange listings are getting more difficult, and there's plenty of other coins competing for the slots that are open. Centralization is part and parcel for new projects. Akroma is relying on centralized aspects for many parts of the platform, and there isn't a clear plan for transitioning out of that in the future. It takes some faith in the developer's ability to follow through, which, as we know, in crypto, it's heavily reliant on the ability to remove human trust from the equation. Let me leave you with a few closing thoughts. I can imagine a world in the future where gas prices make low volume token transfers no longer financially viable. Most of these token transfers that happen for services specifically will take place on a smaller scale. The scalability debate has been going on for some time, and there's no clear solution on the horizon. I feel like this will leave a lot of dApps and tokens in a challenging situation. If an onboarding process for these tokens could be developed to swap to a platform like Akroma, I can imagine a large market for an enhanced Ethereum clone on that merit alone. With the addition of oracles and masternodes, a whole level of blockchain integration into real-world use cases is possible. I don't think it should be overlooked. It's pretty revolutionary stuff if they execute it correctly. The future of mining Ethereum is unclear. Rumors keep popping up that they may consider moving away from proof of work altogether and replacing it with a proof of stake system. What would happen in that scenario is there's a lot of miners who use AMD GPUs. These AMD GPUs aren't really efficient at mining too many other algorithms, so the chances that they'll be looking for another coin that uses Fhash primarily to mine are high, and Akroma just so happens to run on Fhash. This is just a brief introduction. Now it's time to do your own research. If you've got any questions, you can find the Akroma development team in their Discord. I'll leave the links in the description below. You can also ask me. I'll do my best to answer them. Anyway, thank you for watching.